Just making sure everything starts right. Does it work? I don't see it changing. What if I do that? Oh yeah, now it works. Okay. I'll get a better hang of all this at some point. Alright. Just want to... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's okay. I can see it on the computer here if it works or not. It's just I wish I'd be able to see the sound. Okay. Actually, just give me a minute for the absolutely no viewers that I have right now. I just want to make sure that the sound is okay, because I swear to God, if it happens again, I think I'm not going to have any hair left on my head. Hey. So, actually today what I wanted to play is that really cute little game. And it's called Mushroom Oasis. I don't have any loading screen or anything right now. Give me just a second. Again, for the absolutely no viewers that I have right now. I don't remember what my... Oh yeah, I think it's that. Is that it? Nope. It doesn't see my face, so that's freaking great. No! It doesn't recognize my face! Oh my god. I'm never gonna get it. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Okay, good. It works fine. That's a relief. Okay, it would have been really sucky if I didn't check it at the beginning and then it would actually just be I don't know what the word is. Décalé? Like unsynced or whatever. Okay, so let's just start. What would be our name? You know what? Let's just... I need to find a name that I'm gonna use every time. I usually just go for Alice. I don't know why, I just think it's a really pretty name. So it's my default name if I don't find anything else. Alice it is. But here, I'm gonna put it with 2 S because I live dangerously. Good. Alice. And empty slot, I guess. What did I do? What? But I did save my... This is not starting very well. What am I supposed to do here? I'm an idiot. Yeah? Seriously? And that's it? I don't understand. I'm right clicking. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything special. You know what? Main menu. Let's just start over. Oh, right! I didn't I'm so stupid. I didn't change the name of the game. Give me a second. I'll do that. I don't even have it. That's not great. Well, can I change that? Yeah, I'm gonna change that, that, and that. And then I'm gonna change that for its Mushroom Oasis. There you go. Ah, see, there's no category for that. Nope, there's no category for just independent games. I guess it'll be that. Let's just change it for that. It's fine. It'll work. It'll be good enough. Now if I could just start the dang game, that'd be good. Oh, it was just enter. I mean, it was too simple for me to just get it right away. Of course it was. My cat's name. We'll call him after my dog. And your cat is male. Because it's a he. Bruce has been missing for a while now. Okay, that's sad. He was an indoor cat, but had a tendency of a wild cat on a mission trying to leave whenever the door was open. Like most cats, honestly. And then they regret it as soon as they get outside. Catios. Catios and playtime just wasn't... What is Catios? I don't know what it is. And playtime just wasn't enough for the little mister. I figured he'd come running if I left out some food by the porch. I reckon you just make raccoons come to your front door. That's not a good idea. Don't put just some cat food outside. Actually, fun fact. Like, I used to do that because we had like a bigger house with a barn and stuff, and we had an outdoor cat, like indoor outdoor cat in the barn. So I would leave the food outside, but during the day when we were out and about, so that, you know, we could keep a look on it, and usually like raccoon wouldn't come in. But but sorry, I just got a text. But then instead of raccoons and the cat eating its own food, it would be birds. There were I don't know what their name in English is, but they're called actually I just forgot their name in French also. Quiscal. And they're little black birds that look a little bit like crows, but they're not. But they're smaller, and they're very very intelligent, and they would just sneak around when we were not close to the bowl, and they would take the food, and at some point they'd try to take the bowl and leave with it. It was really funny. I think I have it on video somewhere. 3 days later, still no cat. That's not a good sign. I've tried everything I could. I tried everything I could think of. Asking around the neighborhood, putting missing cat posters. Sadly, nothing came from my efforts. I couldn't search for him during the day since I had work keeping me occupied. And there's only so many hours in the evening I could yell around the street looking for him. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not a cat person at all. I'm a dog and a bird person, so cat is as far as I can get in my preferences, but I do understand what it's like to lose a pet, and it's really sad. There was only one place left I could think of that he might have run off to. The woods by my house, right across the street. Yeah, it's a good chance. I've definitely caught him eyeing the birds and squirrel that run alongside the perimeter from the front window, his teeth clicking in excitement. Okay, that's actually really cute. You know when cats do like they do like the. It's actually really cute. I want to do this. Sorry, I just wanted to move my camera a little bit so that we could see all of the text box. It's a really cute text box. Alright. I was no outdoorsy person by any means. In fact, the thought of going in there scares me. Yeah, I'm not like that in real life. I'm always in the woods. If there's any type of woodlands or just nature in general, I'm in it for sure. And climbing in trees when no one is looking. But I had to find him, or at least try. The first weekend that came around, I packed up some water, Boris's favorite treats, and a compass to be safe. The fact that I named him Boris, now I feel like I know it says cat, but I see my dog, and I'm like, yeah, I would be in those woods so fast. You have no idea. I wasn't sure where to even begin looking for him, so I started walking in a straight line, calling out his name every few steps. It certainly didn't take long for me to realize I was way over my head. Oh, little birds, it's so cute. Why did I think this was a good idea? It was hard to find my bearing within the surrounding trees. I didn't want to admit I was lost, at least not yet. It's okay. If you don't admit it, it's not true. The Lulu all the way, baby. I could only squint down at my compass as the needle spun slowly. Pretty sure they weren't made to do that. Yeah. Did I really bring a busted compass on my first venture out of these woods? That would be a bummer. Although, I mean, it's one thing to know where north is, but you need to know where you came from and where you're going. Otherwise, it doesn't tell you much. I mean, it doesn't point to where your cat is or where your home is. Figured that would just be my luck. Or negligence. The only thing risking my own safety was my own incompetence. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. That's what I thought. I shook my head. Sorry, I shook my head hastily. Oh my god, I cannot speak. I shook my head hastily. No. No time for negativity. Boris was out there somewhere, cold and lost and hungry. Oh my god. No, I can't. I just keep imagining my dog, and I can't. I just can't. I had to keep going. Oh, whoa, the lighting changed. It's been hours. Oh, yeah, that's not good. I'm so lost. It actually happened in real life. More than once. Although I don't like to admit it, but I mean, now it's out there. So everybody knows it. I mean, everybody. Nobody, but it's fine. I don't even know why I kept searching even after the moment I realized that. Why did I think this was a good idea? It is for your cat, dog. Hunger. Oh my god. Hunger has been gnawing at my stomach for a while now, having missed breakfast and lunch altogether. Oh yeah, that's not good, especially when you're walking in the woods, you get so hungry. The heat and humidity from the afternoon sun was unbearable, but the cooling air did nothing to soothe me. Even if I were to head home, I couldn't even pinpoint where that was. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a good thing to have a compass, but if you have no idea where you came from, then... Yeah, Boris is a cat in the game. It says, what's the name of your cat? I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna use my dog's name. But now every time it says Boris, and it doesn't say cat in the same sentence, I feel like it's my dog. It makes me sad. I would camp in those woods until I find him, that's for sure. What do people even do in these situations? Usually, most people don't get into these situations. I knew it was baseless optimism, but walking onward was really the only thing I could think of to do. Surely I'll come across something familiar. I trudged. I have no idea what that word is. I trudged on my shoes, carefully avoiding the tree roots. intertwined across the forest floor. Whoa, did it just skip? It's okay, you know what? It's fine. But in my weakened state, plus the approaching darkness, I found myself stumbling through the rough terrain. My feet hit something soft jutting out of the ground. At some point I will be able to read a little bit better, more smoothly, but trudge to walk slowly with a lot of effort, especially over a difficult surface or while carrying something heavy. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I didn't know that word before. Well, thanks. That's thank you for the definition. My hands shut out as I lost my balance. My feet clumsily tried to find purchase as I wobbled backward, arm flapping. Poof. That's I sorry. What? Mushroom. Oh, that's the poof. I was like, that's a weird sound when you fall on the ground. It's more like a thud usually, but the poof. Oh, they're like the little, like the puffballs mushrooms. I love mushrooms. That's why I wanted to play that game, of course. My shoe had landed smack dab in the middle of a circle of mushrooms. The brunt of it caused a wispy cloud to erupt from the cluster. Yeah, don't breathe that. Don't breathe that. It's not good. I stuck my nose and my elbows to avoid bringing it in. That's a good move. I couldn't differentiate one tree leaf from another for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure humans aren't supposed to inhale whatever the hell this was. Yeah. Well, in real life, I am pretty good in nature. I don't know. I'm a forager. I love that. I love mushrooms. I love plants. So I know them pretty well, but yeah, for sure. Don't inhale weird smoke, especially if that smoke is spores. It smells strongly of rotten wood and wet dirt, even as it cleared. Oof. Something shiny quickly caught my attention. I stooped down to pick it up, gasping under my breath. It's Boris's collar. So he was there. So that's a good sign. It's not a good sign that the collar is there and it's still closed. If it was open or broken even, that would have been better. It would have been like, you know what, he just like got caught in some branches or something or scratched it off. But it seems to be closed off, so I don't think that's a good sign. Covered in whatever the hell those mushrooms released, I looked around desperately for any signs of him. Boris, where are you? I'm not gonna scream it too loud because he's in the next room. He's gonna be like, what? What do you want? Psh, 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 psh. I coughed from inhaling some of the remaining dust floating in the air. I should really steer clear from this. Pocketing Boris's collar, I retreated carefully until I couldn't breathe again. Oh, that makes me sad. I hope the cat is okay. Stepping back, I could still smell it. It would have been stuck to my hair and clothes. It must have been stuck to my hair and clothes. A quick once-over confirmed my suspicion with a slight cringe. A thin yet generous coating of it covered my sleeve and my jeans. Yeah, spores really do stick everywhere. And they're microscopic. I mean, come on, you can never get rid of all of them. That's what mold is everywhere. I leaned against a tree, dusting off my clothes in a naive attempt to get the dust and smell out to no avail. Yeah, that's what I said. If anything, it felt like I'm breathing more of it in. Yeah, you should move. I should move, actually. What used to be musty now turned sweet, and I found myself inhaling even deeper. No, trying to pinpoint the smell. That's not a good idea. Cucumbers? Cucumbers? I thought it smelled like rotten wet wood before. It smelled like fresh cucumbers. A tingly feeling crept up my hand and neck, pinpricks spreading across my limbs as a strange heat reached my face. I started to feel drunk and woozy, My senses were numb. Oh, yeah, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. It should freak me out. Yeah, it should definitely freak you out. And yet, a strange comfort washed over me. This is not good. I should lie down. No! This is a bad idea. We're gonna die right there. We haven't even started the game yet. We're gonna die right there. Right now, in fact, I'm gonna take a nap. Gonna take a nap right here, you guys. My legs gave out from underneath me. My body tumbled over in an awkward angle. Oh, this is not good. I laid there and stared and stared and stared. It was nice here. A peaceful calm. It's called being dead. A perfect place for a nap, even. My eyes grew heavy and I swam in and out of consciousness. Yeah, a nap sounds like a good, like really good right now. Right about now. Oh my god, a nap sounds really good right about now. Oh no! Sorry this happened to be you, little one. But the will of the forest, may you rest in peace. I told you we were gonna die! We haven't even started anything, we're gonna die. Wait. A human? So that's not me. Of course it's not me. How'd you end up here all the way out here? Still breathing too. We're not dead. We're not dead. Ah, jeez, I can't leave you here. No, please don't leave me here. I need help. What should I do? I woke with a jolt. It was warm but comfortably so. I could feel the weight of a blanket on me as I tried to sit up. See, that's a good place for a nap. Not on the bottom of the floor or the forest floor. I couldn't move my body. My fingers twitched uselessly at my side as my eyes darted around in panic. Glancing about, I could see the interior of the cabin, or at least the ceiling of one. I couldn't see much past the corner of my eye. Who is that person? I mean, I'm guessing they're not human because they call us a human. Where was I? How did I get here? A desperate feeling rose in my chest. I had to leave. Right now. Oh, so now you want to leave. This was wrong. I wasn't meant to be here. I could hear the crackling of a fire nearby, likely the source of warmth I had felt on waking up. I could also hear footsteps approaching. Pretend to be asleep or stay awake. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Oh my god, the little mushrooms are so cute. I'm a huge mushroom nerd, so yeah, I'm already a fan of all of this. You know what? I don't know what to choose. It's just a demo, but I'm guessing it's gonna have an effect, right? You know what? We're gonna go honest route at first. We're just gonna stay awake. Oh my god. Hi. See, the French in me was gonna come out. I fluttered my eyelid, straining to look at the person approaching. Is that a person? I mean, he's green, but I say he, but I don't know who that is. So, might be a she, or maybe a they. Just gonna they, just in case. My eyes widened as I took in their appearance, I see. The protrusion from their forehead catching my attention. Oh, like the little mushroom thing here? Yeah, okay. Not to mention the green skin. Exactly. The stranger didn't sense my unease as they heaved a sigh of relief. You're awake! Oh, I should change voices, but I don't know. I've never done that before. Can I use maybe a what's the word? Like a lower tone of voice? Okay, let's try something, and if it doesn't sound good, I'm just gonna stop doing it. So, you're awake. That's good. Very, very good. I don't know what I'm doing. How are you feeling? I blinked. Eee, that's not a good face. Oh. Sorry. I forgot about that. Here. The person held a cup to my lips with a strong sweet smell coming from the rim. A gentle hand grabbed my chin to open my mouth. I couldn't even move to resist. I mean, he did help us though, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna die. So I'm just gonna go here with like a big benefit of the doubt. Don't worry, it'll help you feel better, I promise. Drink up. As the liquid hit my tongue, all I could feel was a vague sense of heat. Oh, that sound. Ugh, I hate that sound. As I kept drinking, taste and textures returned. The sweetness of berries and chamomile The sweetness of berries and chamomiles coating my taste buds. I could even detect a hint of mint. Oh, that sounds actually pretty good. I lifted my head finally, hands fisting at my side as I propped myself onto my elbows. The person kept a steady hand on my chin, careful not to pour in too much in case I choked. That's very sweet. I finished every last drop, wiping my mouth with the back of my hand. I stared at my fingers, realizing I had full autonomy over my body again. That's good. Oh, that with chamomile and mint. I am down with that. Good as new. Now, how are you feeling? I don't know how to make a different voice, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, maybe with practice at some point. I can make mine, like our character, I can make it a little higher. Maybe that'll help. So just to differentiate both of us. But better, thank you. The stranger laughed. Oh, I like the way you sound. Oh, thanks. That's been practicing all 27 minutes. Been ages since I've talked to anyone, much less with a voice as nice as yours. That's really sweet. And I really, really like their coat, like their little wool coat. I love that. I love that kind of clothing. I brushed off the strange compliment. It's not strange. It's really sweet. It is a little strange. I'm just really easy to impress. Finally looking around the cabin properly. It was a simple room filled with sparse but decorated wooden furniture, fit for someone living alone. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what he said, right? That he hasn't heard anyone in a long time. An open archway on the right led to what I assumed was the kitchen. Guessing this is here. Next to it, a door was closed shut. Oh, here. Possibly the bathroom? Taking it in, there was a common theme of knitted decoration thrown about. Any available surface had patterned knitted tablecloth covering it. So he knits. I mean, they knit. I mean, he kind of looks like a cute little boy, so... An unfinished project laid beside the bedside table. Oh my god. I will get better at this, I swear. I haven't read outline in English in quite a while actually, so I will get better at this. An unfinished project laid beside the bedside table where I sat. A pair of knitted needles just jutting out of a pile of yarn from a small basket. I'm guessing this is here. As far as I could tell, it looked like the beginning of a green scarf. Oh, that would be cute. His little Amanita here, ears. Oh, he looks really cute. The stranger was comfortable in staying silent, observing me as I glanced around. They tossed their hat into the bed, scruffing their hair and making it even messier. I like messy hair like that. With their hats off, their unique features were impossible to ignore. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, but what are you? That's so... Say that. Don't say what. It's so depersonalizing, I feel. We'll just go for it. What are you? Oh, I didn't introduce myself, did I? Hiya, I'm Michael with a Y. Hi, I'm Michael with a Y. I shook my head. No, I meant that, Michael stared at me, their left ear twitching. Oh, look at that smile. He's adorable. Okay, you look very handsome. He snorted. Oh, blue tongue. That is really cute. Oh, ugly, off-putting. No. I've been saying the absolute opposite since the beginning, so it's honest here. No, just different. Different, huh? You're just being nice. I'm not. I'm being honest, I swear. Well, then explain yourself. I mean, that's kind of rude, isn't it? It is a little rude. I mean, I would have started with thank you so much for helping me not die in the middle of the woods, and not with what are you? That's just me. I paused for a moment before pinching my nose bridge, inhaling slowly. I'm just sorry. It's been a long day is all. I should be thanking you. Exactly. I'm like my own conscience here, and then our character just says exactly that afterwards, so I'm glad. If it helps, it's skin condition. Is that what you humans call them? It doesn't help if you say, yeah, it's what your species call it. I'm the same species as you. It's totally normal. Nah, the way they said it didn't sound confident. And the ears? Gen E ticks? He's so adorable. Right. And I assume the little... I wave vaguely at their horns, antenna. Yeah, they look like horns, right? Little horns. That's cute. Those things are just cosplay to complete the look. Would that make a convincing argument? He's not good at this. He's not good at lying. But that's a good thing. I squinted. Maybe. That's dumb. Then yeah, it's cosplay. Still doesn't explain everything. Michael huffed a nervous laugh. Listen, I'm just a guy living by himself in the woods. What is happening? Why is everything gushing like a radio sound? You don't need to worry yourself further than that, okay? Something in his tone compelled you not to question his existence anymore. He's just some guy. He's a guy then. That's right. Living in the woods. Completely normal. Yep. A guy living in the woods knitting. I'd say that's... I mean, I'd love that, but... Right. Completely normal. I'm Alice. Michael beamed. Nice to meet you, Alice. I fiddled with the blanket as Michael scooted closer from the edge of the bed. I know, I already asked, but how are you feeling? Any aches, sores, nausea? Intrusive thoughts? Weird impulses? Fever maybe? That's okay. Should I be feeling any of that? He just came closer. He placed his hand on my forehead before I could react. His hand was calloused, quickly retracting as he gave a thoughtful hum. Oh, callous, like they're rough a little bit. Like he's worked outside or with tools or something, I'm guessing. You seem to be lucid. That's a good sign. I mean, I was hearing radio sound before. I don't think that's a good sign. Great. He hummed absently. His twitching ear reminded me of a perturbed cat. don't think I pronounced that word very well. Cat. My cat! Yeah, my cat! We were in those woods for the cat. That's true. Oh, shoot. I do say oh, shoot all the time. Because I usually say oh, shit, but then I try to, keep it PG a little bit. Sorry if this is out of nowhere, but have you seen a cat around these parts? His name is Boris. He's a sweet little thing, about this big, skittish, but he can approach strangers if he needs to. I pulled out my phone to show pictures of him, only to find it missing from my back pocket. Wait, where is... Ooh. He doesn't seem very happy about that. I haven't. Huh? Your cat. I haven't seen it. Oh, I see. I slumped against the pillow, rubbing up my temples. He lost his collar too. Even if anyone finds him, they wouldn't be able to tell where he's from. Oh yeah, that's bad. Dogs are more easily recognizable, but cats sometimes it's really hard. Even like if you put posters and people see it. Damn it. Michael stayed quiet, watching me from his side of the bed. You came all the way out here for a cat? Huh? Of course. Yeah, of course. Of course I would. I mean, not for a cat, but for my dog. Yeah. To the point where you're willing to run yourself ragged this deep in the forest for a cat? Do you realize how far you've wandered away from the nearest town? No, because I got lost, man. That's the whole point. I found you near unconscious in an area nobody's set foot in years. Except for you? For a cat. You know what? He doesn't believe it that it's for a cat. Yes, for a cat. He sounded like he was holding himself back from giving me a stern lecture, as if in disbelief I had such little regard for my own survival. Yeah, but it's my animal. They're my responsibility. If they get lost, it's my fault, and I need to find them. My cheeks grew heated at how stupid reckless that sound. No, it doesn't. I would do that in real life. So I guess I'm stupid in real life too. I mean, he's not just a cat. He's my family. Exactly. I know this was stupid for even trying, but I had to. Michael eased up, shoulders tense as he looked me over from underneath his curly bangs. Family, huh? He finally tipped his head at me with a smile. You're willing to wander this far for such a small critter? Yeah. I've met my fair share of lost campers, hunters, and a few runaway teens or two. But someone looking for their pets? You're kind of weird, aren't you? Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. I sputtered, much to his amusement. Speak for yourself! Who's cosplay in the middle of the woods? Michael laughed. A deep, hearty one resonated from his chest. Fair. I think I'm starting to like you, Alice. Well, I mean, you did say that my voice was nice at the beginning, so sure. Likewise? He's so adorable. He smiles so... I can't. When I see an honest smile on someone, it makes me so happy. Like, even if I don't like the person, just seeing someone truly happy does make me smile as well, so... yeah. Yep, I'm weird. His smile widened, but something about it was off. Oh, I was just saying, I thought it was such an honest smile. He was showing too much teeth. No, he has really nice teeth. Show them off, I guess. Show off your teeth? This is so weird. Such a weird thing to say. It felt like he hadn't talked to someone in a really long time and forgot how to smile the correct amount. Oh, I mean, the drawing is... He looks really nice, so... I rubbed my cheeks Sorry, my neck, not my cheek. I rub my neck, trying to think of something else to say. Can I ask, how did I get here? Oh, like I said, I found you in the woods not far from here. Oh, geez, really? I mean, you don't remember? I knew I was tired, but I couldn't have possibly. I did step in something. Something important. Familiar pinpricks crept up my skin. Home. Home? I need to go home. Oh, okay, that's what she means. Michael stiffened as he grabbed my shoulder. Never mind that. This is so weird. You'd fallen unconscious from, heat stroke. Okay, heat stroke? No, that wasn't what happened. I wasn't. I was fine until Michael shook his head insistently, leaning close. No. Firefly. I'm Firefly? That's adorable. Sorry, you weren't fine at all. I should find that cute right now. This is so weird. If I hadn't found you when I did, well, who knows what could have happened. You could have gotten injured or attacked by a wild animal. Actually, that's true. There's dangers in this woods. In these woods, you know. No, he was right. You had been so foolish. How did you think you could do this on your own? Searching for your cat in the middle of the woods? And to go without bringing any water? I didn't. I thought I did. Passing out from heat stroke and of all things? How could you have been so stupid? I shook my head, brain too foggy to pick apart my thoughts. He sounded confident, so why should you doubt him? I don't know, maybe like the weird ambience? Well, if it means anything, I'm glad you were there. Michael relaxed, hands on his lap once more. He grinned at me. So am I, Alice. I'm starting to find this a little weird, though. I'm definitely glad I found you. Why is the you always so different? Like, it's either in italics or it's in a different color text. Like, why is it? It's so weird. Oh, did he have blue blush before? I thought it was like more reddish blush, or did I just not realize how it was? Huh. You know what? Give me a second. I'm just gonna open that because I need to drink something, which is absolutely not hydrating. But I like it. So I'm definitely glad I found you. His eyes were His eyes were hidden fully behind his unruly hair, but I couldn't help feeling how intensely they were fixated onto me as he said that. The hair on the back of my neck stood. Sure. Without a distraction, I've only just realized how uncomfortable I was sitting still. The blanket on me was starting to itch just as the desperate need to get home began to rise in me again. This was interesting, but I should really get going now. Wait. My host jumped up from the bed before I could. I mean, you can't. I can't just let you wander around in the woods this late. Please, stay a bit longer. No, wait. Oh, okay, I think it skips when like it goes really, really fast. It says, but Michael, I really have to... Come. I really have to... No, yeah. He grabbed my hand and led me across the room. He stepped into the kitchen, a fragrant smell of cooked potatoes and meat hanging in the air. Where did he find meat in all the woods like that? Does he hunt? Maybe he hunts. Okay, let's just not jump to conclusion right away. Maybe he just hunts. And we haven't seen the outside. Maybe he does have animals. Who knows? It's alright. It changed. The color changed, right? Okay, I'm not crazy. 2 plates had been set out on a small circular table, complete with utensil and mugs of tea. I wasn't expecting guests today, so the food is nothing fancy. But, I mean, potatoes and meats, that's always good. Even when it's not cooked perfectly, it's just good. But join me for dinner? Aww. Hey! I swear to God, I don't know what this is, but I have a feeling that it's his doing. He looks so hopeful, ears drooping. You'd feel so bad if you had to say no. Actually, I would just feel bad. You don't have to control me or anything. You know what? I don't want to say no, so I'm just gonna say yes. I actually do want to stay for dinner. Oh yeah, see, yeah, you're right. See, it changed. Michael's jaw dropped for a second before he quickly recovered. Yes, of course. Here, come sit. I'll serve up the cottage pie in a minute. Oh, so that's why he was baking, a cottage pie. I sat as instructed, my stomach rumbling something fierce, as the smell was the only thing I could focus on. Yes, this was definitely the right choice. Yeah. What was so important that you had to leave so soon? The outside world can wait. The outside world can always wait. That's why we're on computers all the time. You could stay here and enjoy my company. Wait, who's saying that? Wait, who's saying that? I thought I was talking to myself. Oh, actually, I should ask, are you okay with meat for dinner? I could make something else if that's not your preference. I could make something else for you if that's not your preference. No, I'm okay with meat. Oh, okay. You'll be having the same dinner as me then. Wait. That can't be. He looks like the mushroom you stepped in the beginning. Yeah, he does look like the mushroom that we stepped in, like those little red with polka dots. It's amanita mushrooms. Yeah, he looks exactly the same, so that's a little strange. Another thing, when the U in the text changes color, it's pink. And whenever I feel like he's controlling our minds a little bit, if it's him, I'm pretty sure it's him though, I mean there's nothing else, like all the ambience starts to be pinkish. So I'm pretty sure when the U is highlighted in pink, it's because he's actually kind of suggesting those thoughts to us. Yeah, that's maybe I might be hallucinating. That's a possibility for sure. Michael pattered. Don't even know what that is. About the small kitchen with almost giddy excitement. He put on a pair of knitted oven mitts, humming as he stooped down and pulled out a streaming tray of pie from the wood stove. A wood stove. I know it's not easy to bake something in there, but everything tastes a little bit like the wood smell. Oh, it's so good. The smell. It filled out the kitchen in an instant as he brought it to the table, my stomach rumbling louder in response. Oh, he is adorable though. Patter, to make the sound of a lot of things gently and repeatedly hitting the surface. Thank you for always giving me definitions. I will learn so many words while doing those little games, and I will learn to read more smoothly as well. But you know what? It's okay. You have to start somewhere. And you just do it. And if it's not great, you know what? We'll play that game again at some point when I'm better at it. And I will have to learn to make guy's voice, sis, because it's really difficult if you don't change your voice a little bit. I know that when I'm watching other people doing visual novels and stuff like that, I really like it when they change their voice just enough that I know which character is speaking or where you're just narrating things. My monster voice, I don't know. He's not a monster. Are you calling him a monster? He's not. He's Michael with a Y. And he's really cute. Look at him. He's adorable. I know he's a little bit controlling. And it's funny because we were just talking about like the whole Beauty and the Beast thing. And the fact that Pokemon is kind of wrong, even though it seems so sweet. But it is. It's really wrong. And on so many levels. It makes me sad. Michael, like mycology. Yeah. I didn't even think about it. And I'm a huge mycology nerd. I didn't even think about it. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's why there's a Y. It's Michael, like, for mycology. Oh my god. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Michael could hear it, but he just smiled as he served up our portion. He's so cute. He discreetly cut me a bigger piece, which I was grateful for. That's so sweet. It does look good. It looks so good. The crust was nice and golden color, streaked with crisp line and garnish. The meat and veggies filling looked absolutely delectable. The savory sauce leaking into the plate. Oh my god, I haven't eaten anything yet. This sounds so good. Makes me even more hungry now. Oh, my mouth was watering, unsurprisingly, considering the fact I haven't eaten all day. I need to start reading before I speak. I mean, at least you know that that is actually what I think. I do that in Baldur's Gate too. Like, I usually just answer right away, and then I look at the answers, and I found the one that seems as similar as possible with what I just said. Careful now, it's still hot. You're hot. Sorry, no, stop it. No, he's probably trouble. It was fair advice, but I didn't wait more than 2 blows before biting into my first forkful. Oh, yeah, it was probably too hot. Definitely, way too hot to eat straight from the oven. Michael kept a polite expression, the corner of his mouth lifting as I panted with the piece still in my mouth. I mean, if he hasn't heard anyone for a long time, he probably hasn't had anyone for dinner in a long time. I'm sure he's appreciating the company. He's maybe a little forthcoming, you know, but wouldn't you be if you hadn't seen anyone in I don't know how long? I mean, just COVID made us all go crazy. He gave me a few seconds to recover, elbow planted on the table. Is it good? I nodded vigorously, even though my buds were burning. Mm-hmm. I couldn't taste anything. He laughed. It's usually better on the second bite. Yeah. I slowed down, hand on my mouth, as Michael poked his fork into his own slice. I tentatively blew on the pie to make sure it was cool before taking another bite. You have to learn from your mistakes. And then next meal, you do it again. He was right. The second bite was a lot better. The seasoned potato crust. Seasoned potato crust. Oh, that sounds so good. The seasoned potato crust was nice and crisp on top, cheesy and creamy in the middle. The savory meat filling was well cooked and bursting with flavor. Every bite felt like home. Gonna drink more Red Bull instead. That'll fix me up. This is so sad. I don't want to eat it. My host watched me enjoy the meal from across the table. Do you like it? Yeah, it tastes amazing, Michael. He flushed from the compliment, rubbing the back of his ears. He blushes blue. He does blush blue. It's so cute. It's adorable. Hey, I'm glad. I like to think of myself as a decent cook, but I've never been able to get anyone else's opinion on that. See, that's why I said he hasn't had anyone for dinner forever. So of course he's a little, he's a little forceful, but I don't think it's what's the word? Like it's not mean, He doesn't have any bad intention, I hope so. Maybe I'm too optimistic. Do you like baking in particular? Not always. I usually go for simple dishes with any ingredients available. I nodded amicably, though it didn't say much else. I was more focused on scarfing down dinner, which thankfully Michael didn't seem to mind. The overall atmosphere was nice and homely, and I could hear Michael tapping his feet from underneath the table. Hi, do you guys, give me just like 1 second. I'll be back. I'm just gonna blow my nose for a second. Alright. And I'm going to plug my keyboard because it's going to lose its battery and stop working. I guess he was that happy to have someone stay for dinner. Yeah, that's what I think. It did seem like he lived alone, judging from the surrounding of his cabin and what he said. So I'm kind of curious. He perked up instantly, his focus solely on me. They know what they're doing. What made you want to live all the way out here? Oh, well, when you look like me, it's kind of easier to just live out of sight from everyone else. That makes me so sad. A pang of guilt shot through my chest, yeah. I was giving him a hard time about how he looked too. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do though. But I didn't have any choice. He must have sensed it clear as day on my face. I mean, it's normal because he looks really different. And I think it's really cool. I would be really, really happy to learn that there are other species of humanoids. I'd be so stoked about that. But I understand that it must be really hard for him. Not that you're one of them. You're actually been nicer than most. Oh, this is so sad. Though I wonder if his smile turned strained. Never mind. My point is, it's better here than anywhere else. Why don't you try the tea, Firefly? It's one of my favorite songs. I love that nickname. It's so cute. I am so easy to impress. Jesus. He seemed uncomfortable now, easing into a different topic. It's probably best to follow along. Yeah, if he's not comfortable, just let him talk to you in his own time. Oh, sure. I reached out towards my mug, only to push it off the edge with my clumsy fingers. Wait! I bent over the side to grab it, fully expecting it to fall just out of reach and land on the floor into broken pieces. It never did. Oh, he's got a tail! It's so cute! He's got a little mushroom tail. It's adorable. Why is the music so foreboding? It's adorable. I mean, I think we made it pretty clear he's not human. Instead, a long green appendage was twisted around the ceramic mud, securely keeping it in place. Not even a drop had fallen out, and he's really good with it. Which, I mean, if you had a tail, we'd just be using it like a third arm all the time. I would be climbing trees everywhere all the time. And I'm also very clumsy, so. But I do have good reflexes. My eyes trailed along the length of it until I pinpointed that it came from behind Michael. I mean, it doesn't come from the floor, that's for sure. The rest of it partially hidden underneath his cardigan. That's the name of the kind of sweater I was talking before. It's a cardigan, like a really chunky cardigan. It's really cute. Michael, is that yours? Is that yours? Is that yours? I. Oh no, no! I don't want to make you feel bad. I'm so sorry. Michael buried his face in his hands, the strange appendage from before lowering to his side, mug in tow. I'm sorry, Alice. I'm sorry, Alice. I think it's time I was honest. Oh, baby. He felt bad for showing me his face. I hate that the world is like that. He lifted his head, fingers carding his hair back to reveal his eyes. I froze as multiple pair of irises stared right into mine before darting to the side and avoiding my gaze. His eyes look really good like that, too. I know it's a lot to take in, but I feel so bad. I want to give him a hug so bad. This is who I really am. Please don't be scared. I'm not. I absolutely not. Freak out. No. That would be so bad. I would remain calm for sure. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind how you look like. I mind what you do. So maybe just try and don't control my thoughts. That I mind. I swallowed audibly, willing myself to not look away. He seemed to be holding his breath as I gripped the edge of the table. It felt unsettling every time he blinked those eyes in succession, even when he wasn't looking at me. I mean, it would be strange when you've never seen anyone like that. That's normal, but it's not a bad thing. It's just because you're not used to it. Was it real? See, I would wish that it was real. Not that he's really sad, but I wish that there would be other humanoids and not just humans, because that's boring. It had to be. Everything about him suddenly made so much more sense. No, duh. The isolation, the avoidant behavior. He looked freaky. Yes, no, he doesn't. He looks really cute. But he also looked sad. Yeah, he does. I swallowed thickly. Like that. I'm not scared. I'm not actually. Okay, well, that's a little more unsettling, but it's fine. We'll get used to it. See, that's the thing. You just need to look at it a little bit more. And then at some point, you just get used to it, and it's fine. Michael's many pupil blew wide, dilating like an excited wildcat. It sent a shiver down my spine. Okay, it's normal, because usually, in nature, in general, predators have eyes that go straight forward like ours and look at their prey straight on. So it can be unsettling even when other people just look at us like really intensely. It's normal. It's biological. It is unsettling. Because your whole body is like, wait, why are you looking at me so intensely, so straightforwardly? And even when you want to approach praise, like I did I worked with a lot of birds, and you know they have their eyes on the sides, and even when I approach a new bird, I look kind of crazy, but I always look a little bit on the side. I always turn my head a little bit, and you know I approach always a little bit from the side and not too intensely. I don't look at them too intensely straight in the eyes. So I get it. It is unsettling. I think it's normal, but we're humans. We're conscious of that. We'll just get used to it. That's it. Just a little tangent about eyes. It sent a shiver down my spine, up my spine. Okay, maybe just a little bit scared. It's a little bit. No, and don't. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh no. He hastily grabbed an empty plate and hid behind it, shoulders scrunched up behind, despite his stature. Would it help if I just hide it? No, don't hide. I could fix my hair like before if that's what you prefer. No, don't do that. His voice was muffled behind the ceramic barrier between us. It was kind of endearing. I slowly reached out to touch his hand. The slight brush of my fingertips made him jump in place. Michael? Yeah. Can you put that down? He slowly lowered the plate. His eyes were still darted to the side, avoiding me. Can you look at me? Come on. Oh, he's blushing so bad, Mimi. So cute. Don't look at me like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the one that's too much in here. Sorry, I just can't stop looking. This was so awkward. His hands were shaking. Oh, that's so sad. I looked down at the mug, still floating next to me. Hang on for dear life. I reached over to pluck it straight out of his grasp. Oh. I tentatively took a sip, noticing how Michael was watching me over the rim of the mug. It's really cool how they just... Like, I feel like it's really, what's the word? When you're into the story. What is it? I have it right there. Like, you're very into the atmosphere, and it's... Oh, come on, it's a really simple word. How did I forget that? I forgot the word. It's okay. It's gonna come to me later on, and I'll just blur it out at that point. Yeah. The taste was mildly spicy, with an almost earthy bite to it. I recognized this instantly as ginger tea. Ginger tea is really good for stomach. It's almost room temperature, but it's still really good. Huh? You wanted me to try the tea, right? I like it, so thank you. Oh, I'm glad. Michael relaxed back into his seat, following my lead as I picked up my fork once more. The silence didn't last long as Michael fidgeted. Are you really okay with this? With me? I gave him a once-over, really taking in his features. It's very different than what I'm used to. But I think I can learn to like it. I already like it. I already really like it. Is that weird to say? I mean, you're not bad to look at. It's actually kind of cute. It's cute. He's really cute. Pretty, cool, hot. Oh, okay. There's a part of me that wants to know what happens if I say that. But would say I said that we were gonna do an honest run at first, because I'm pretty sure, like, again, this is just a demo, but there's definitely gonna be many endings. I think even to the demo there is already many endings from what I understand, because I read a little bit about it. So we'll come back. Actually, you know what? I can save here. There you go. Oh, okay. I understood. It was so hard for me to understand. Everything is just done with like 2 clicks of the the mouse. Okay, so we're gonna go for pretty. And after that we'll come back. We'll come back afterwards and we'll try the hot round. We'll go for pretty. It's pretty. It is. You think I'm pretty? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's so flustered. It's adorable. My point is, your appearance shouldn't matter. No, it really shouldn't. You've been nothing but kind to me so far. I'd be the worst kind of person to judge someone based on how they look. I haven't known you for that long, but you seem like a good person when you're not trying to manipulate my thoughts, but I don't think I realized that yet. You're fine, Michael. I smiled at him. We're fine. I see. He fidgeted some more before nodding, smiling a bit. Thanks, Alice. So cute. I'll cherish this moment forever. Oh my god, he looks equally cute and creepy. Again, we just need to get used to it. It's fine. That thing is really, really hot. Sorry. I have a heater underneath my desk, and it was getting way too hot in here. I think it's the heater. I'll cherish this moment forever. He beamed at me as he enthusiastically went back to eating his food. Oh, and now he doesn't have to hide his face. It's great. That was something. Yeah. He continued with a bit of small talk, mostly stories about Boris or snippets from my personal life. Michael hung on to every word I said, not bothering to elaborate much about himself despite my burning curiosity. I could tell he was extremely insecure about his appearance, so it's probably best I keep my questions to myself for tonight. Yeah, I think it's already a lot for one night. We cleared out the kitchen in relative silence, Michael storing away the rest of the pie as I washed the dishes by the sink. Being out here in this remote cabin, I wondered how he had running water. Maybe I'll ask him later. See, that's the kind of thing you can ask. I mean, it's fine. It's just like a twinkle. He's so cute! He looks so more relaxed. Not as tense as before. So, thanks for dinner. Aw, thanks for the company. Oh, and please take the bed tonight. Whoa, I don't have to. It's your bed. But, you're my guest and I'm the host. Take the bed, okay? Alright. If you insist. I'll be out of your hair first thing in the morning. Michael got quiet, staring at the floorboard. Maybe I can't go back. Maybe I'm dead. Maybe I am dead. And he's like kind of like a spirit, like a forest spirit or something. And that's why he's so sad every time. I mean, I'm sure he's sad because he likes the company, but what if I actually can't leave? Even if I wanted to. And he doesn't know how to tell me that that's it. It's over. Maybe it's that. Maybe he's not mean. I'm just saying maybe he's not mean. I like to think the best of people first. And then if they do something, then I lose my trust. With his hair out of the way, I could finally read his expression. He did seem upset. Is that okay? I do not need your help, though. I know, I do need your help. I do need your help, though. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get lost again on my own. His tail flicked behind him. Yeah, I'll bring you home tomorrow morning. I heaved a sigh of relief. Thanks, Michael. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Good night, Alice. Good night, Michael. Every time I hear Michael, I just think of The Office. So, but I love that name. It's a really pretty name. He seemed really happy being able to say that. I plopped myself down into Michael's bed, getting comfy beneath the blankets that he probably knitted, because he knits. Michael was gathering some blankets of his own to make a makeshift bed on the floor in front of the fire. Oh, he doesn't have a couch or something? I mean, now I'd feel really, really bad being on the bed. I mean, if it's a twin or like a queen bed, we can share. It's fine. I mean, we're grown-ups. We can share a freaking bed. I'm not gonna make him sleep on the floor. That's ridiculous. He had an impressive collection of knitted items. Yeah, that's exactly. A comfortable nest forming in the center of the room. Oh, I mean, that does sound nice, though. Kind of like those giant dog beds that you can buy. I want one so bad. I would literally, I think, just never sleep in my bed again. My eyes trailed off after his tail. Now out in the open as it flicked and swayed. Oh my god. Okay, I said again, I don't like cats. But their tail is the cutest thing. It's so, like, expressive. Like, the tail has an expression of its own. It's so cute. So, yeah. I think tails are really adorable. Kind of like a cat. I miss Boris. I do miss him. But he's always so dirty. I mean, I like having him in my room, but he always goes for the garbage. That's the thing. And he doesn't even eat the garbage per se. He eats the Kleenex. That's his treat. He likes to eat Kleenexes. I don't get it. He eats it like it's gum, and then he swallows it. So every time you just don't look at him, and there's a garbage somewhere, and there's Kleenex in there, he just eats it, and he looks. So yeah, I don't like having him in my room too often. Also, I'm a little bit allergic, because I'm allergic to everything I love. So I need to be careful, but I will bring him sometimes. I have like his little dog bed behind. Now with a full stomach, dozing off came easy. Oh my god. Now with a full stomach, dozing off came easy. I didn't even realize how tired I was. I listened to the gentle crackling of the fire, my vision darkening. Ah! Man, you can't do that! This is... There's a part of me that likes it, and part of me that finds this so creepy. Because he's really cute! But it's creepy. Like, objectively, it's creepy. Come on, man. You can't do that. Good night, Alice. Good night. Oh my god. What? What is happening? A soft humming invaded my dreams, stirring me awake. I blinked my eyes open to unfamiliar surroundings, swaddled in a blanket that clearly wasn't mine. Where? Oh, yeah. Remember? 2 seconds before, I spotted the familiar figure of my host sitting on the stool in front of the fire, hands deftly working on the green scarf bundle in his laps. His back was towards me, but I caught glimpses of his fingers as the needle softly clicked between the yarn. He looked incredibly adept at using them, the rhythmic movement almost hypnotic as the fibers wound together into an intricate pattern. It's so well written though. It's really well written. I'm really, really excited to see like the full game. Definitely gonna buy it and gonna play it again once it comes out. The artwork is absolutely amazing. The story so far is nice. And I mean, again, there's mushrooms everywhere, so I'm gonna play it. I slowly stirred into a sitting position, rubbing at my eyes. Oh, look at his little eyes. He's so cute. Okay. Yeah, I'm not, yeah. I mean, come on. The movement quickly caught his attention, ears flicking in my direction, before his eyes strained onto me. Just like last night, his pupils blew up as he made eye contact. His expression lit up the instant he saw me. Oh my god. It makes me so happy and so sad that he hasn't been accepted like that by anyone else. And he seems so sweet. Alice, hey, I'm glad you're finally awake. You look so tired. I didn't want to disturb you until you've gotten enough rest. That's very sweet. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Alice. Oh, his little blue blush. Did you sleep well? I don't know how to say that. I don't know. I was still too groggy to answer his question, a yawn slipping out as I stretched. I probably do make a noise similar to that in the morning. He smiled kindly, a soft chuckle under his breath. Like a baby, then. He pointed over his shoulder to the door beside the fireplace, tilting his head towards it. You can freshen up in the bathroom if you like, while I start on making us some food. Oh, he's so adorable. I'd have eaten breakfast by now, but I wanted you to join me while the food is still hot. So he waited, and I don't even know what time it is. I hope he didn't wait too long. How do eggs and toast sound? Where does he get that? Does he actually just go to the supermarket or something? Because I mean, eggs, maybe he has chickens or something. Oh, I hope he has chickens. Or ducks or whatever. But I mean, the toast, it's really complicated to just make flour on your own, like from complete scratch. It's not that easy. Sounds delicious. Do you have something else? No, it sounds delicious, man. Beggars don't be choosers. Can't be? Great. Oh, look at his smile. Come on, you can't tell me that isn't cute. Great, I'll see you in the kitchen then. Sorry. I ate a nut, and there's a little bit, like some nut stuck in my throat. Give me a second. So sorry. It was just stuck. It was itching so bad. He tucked away his knitting material and set it aside. Oh, I also have a surprise for you after breakfast. He has a surprise? It's it's not the most exciting surprise, but I love surprise. I'm a big, like, I don't care how small or big the surprise is. Just the fact that you surprise me makes me so happy. Just join me when you're ready. He ducked into the kitchen without another glance. I could hear his boots thud about the floor, boards, cabinet opening and closing in succession in the kitchen. I suppose that was my cue. I rolled out of bed, leaving the warmth of Michael's blanket and trotting over to the door Michael pointed out. It is a bathroom! Stepping inside, I didn't know what I was expecting when he said he had a bathroom, but it was surprisingly spacious. Sorry. Everything looked like it was carved and polished out of wood. It does. It's really cool. I love that look. Like the chalet look. He seemed to have everything you'd find in a modern bathroom. A sink with a cabinet, a shower and a tub, and even a toilet. Curious, I crept over to the toilet in particular, inspecting it. There wasn't a tank like you'd expect where the water would be stored. Instead, there was a compartment to the side full of sawdust and a scoop. Oh, so it's just a compost toilet or like a dry toilet, whatever. I expected it to have at least a bit of a smell, but it was surprisingly odorless. I mean, can we not focus so much on the toilet though? I mean, if he's made of mushroom, maybe. Never mind. You know what? This is gross. I'm not gonna go into that at all. There was even a roll of toilet paper on the side. It was no flushing system, but it was hygienic. Micah must have done his research. Walking over to the sink, I stared at the faucet before instantly twisting it. I jumped when I heard the rush of water pouring in, swirling in a basin before disappearing to who knows where. I mean, yeah, running water is impressive. Wow. Why am I impressed by them functioning bathroom sink? Because we're in the middle of the woods, man. There's no electricity. There's nothing. I would be impressed too. I helped with the dishes last night. I already knew Michael had plumbing. Yeah, but I mean, it's still impressive. Shaking my head, I finished freshening up and heading to the kitchen. Michael looked up as I entered, and a steaming kettle in his hand with 2 empty mugs on the counter. It might have been the lighting, but he was taller than I remembered. I think maybe it's because he's holding himself a little more straight, because he's not as shy and scared that you're gonna find him horrible and ugly, like he said. So he's probably more at ease and standing straight up. Glancing to the table, I could see he already finished plating up our food. Oh, wow. You worked fast. Michael looked proud of himself. Can't have my guests stay on an empty stomach. Go on, have a seat. I'll join you in a moment. I returned his smile and sat down, stomach grumbling as I looked at our plates. Oh wow, that's really nice. It looks really good again. Once again, Michael was generous with his serving size. Fat slices of bread were toasted perfectly with crisp buttered sides. Scrambled egg looked tantalizing, the smell of savory herbs wafting into my nose. He has fresh herbs. Maybe he has a little garden. I'm sure he does if he lives like that in the woods. My mouth watered. Aww. Michael set down a steaming mug beside me before settling into his own seat. Peeking above the rim, I could see small flowers floating about, tinting the water yellow. It faintly smelled of apples. Okay, it's actually making me really hungry. I recognized the yellow dried pellet on tea packaging I've seen before. Oh, chamomile. He nodded. I hope you like it. I'm sure I will. It's chamomile, it's fine. It doesn't taste a lot. His smile widened. His tail swayed at the tip by his feet. He seemed more relaxed, showing his natural features this morning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Any trace of panic and hesitation from last night were gone, replaced by a look of contentment. See, that's something I don't understand. I thought... Oh, it's contempt. I think that is negative. Contentment is okay. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Michael bit into his toast and I followed suit. The food was delicious as I expected. The chunk of toast I bit into was heavenly, the butter sweet on my tongue. What? And the eggs. Nah. I like salted butter, not sweet butter. Something about simple, home-cooked food is just the best. Michael was happy to eat in silence, occasionally looking up at me as I enjoyed my food. He smiled when our eyes met, his bottom pair narrowing into a happy squint. I wonder if he'd be open to some questions. Hey. Do you mind if I ask? Oh, I have a choice here. I'm just gonna save first. There you go. How did you learn to cook? How do you have plumbing in your house? What is it like living in the woods? I mean, how did you learn to cook? I'm guessing he just learned because he's alone in the house. The plumbing is interesting, but... I mean, I'm curious, but it's not really that interesting. What is it like living in the woods? I still can't believe how cozy you managed to make it, considering the whole middle of nowhere thing. It wasn't like this when I found it. No? It was a major, fix her up her. He's just as bad as words as I am. Yay! With words. Not a great start. So the cabin was abandoned. I never would have guessed. Yeah, I'm really happy I get to live somewhere permanent for once. My poor heart. Oh, baby. It's not much, but it's home. What's it like? Peaceful. Quiet. I do like it a lot. The forest provides me with everything I need. Nobody bothers me the way I look out. And nobody bothers me for the way I look out here. His ears twitched slightly. Sometimes you just happen to end up where it's most convenient for you. And everyone else... It really does make me sad. I hope there's some way that we can actually just give him a hug or something, because that's what I would want to do. The way he avoided my eyes as he said that gave me the impression there's something more to it. Yeah, he definitely got bullied. That's so sad. Like his home wasn't just out of convenience, but a fear of something else. Rejections, perhaps? I'd say it's past rejection at this point. Or something worse. Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say about it. Unless there's something specific you want to ask. He doesn't think about his answer much before beaming at me. What about you? I know you've told me a little bit about yourself, but what's it like being you? I scoffed, waving a hand. Please, I'm the least interesting person in the room, trust me. Oh, there. His eyes were shining in earnest as he leaned forward. Tell me anyway. Well, I told him about my life, at least the parts I was comfortable with sharing. Just like last night, his eyes didn't leave my face, occasionally darting about my features and interest. Direct ogling was making me nervous, but I suppose I was doing the exact same thing when it was his turn to talk. Eventually, I came to the topic of my job and the woes of living in modern capitalism. I am a bit jealous. You have the whole cottagecore aesthetic practically perfect. His face morphed into a confused pout. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what that is. Cottagecore? I explained it to him on my own words. Oh, you're saying you want to live the way I do, out in the woods? I nodded with hesitation. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind showing you the ropes. That's very nice. His tone seemed strangely lilted? I don't know that word either. Lilted. What do you mean? He seemed surprised. Never mind. Anyways, I mean, I'm guessing what he means. If I wanted to do the same thing, he could show me how to build a place like his and live there. I don't get what the appeal is, but it's not easy either. It's not easy either, you know. The forest provides, but it's up to me to make use of it. Starting out was... Aww. A dark look crossed over his face then, as if reliving a bitter memory. Oh, it must have been really, really hard at the beginning, though. That's the thing. It's like in real life when you see people that achieve something really great. You have no idea how dark it can get before they get to that place. And that's why not everyone has that kind of life. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of failure, and it's a lot of moments where you think you're not gonna do anything, you're not gonna succeed, and most of the time you don't. And then you have to choose: do you keep going or do you stop? But in his case, I don't think he had the option to really stop. He had to make it through. Rough. But I'm built for survival. I feel like asking him to elaborate would make things awkward. I mean, more like it would make him uncomfortable. I decided to veer the topic into a different direction. Doesn't it get lonely? Sometimes, but I'm used to it. He smiled, his eyes lighting up. Besides, I have you at the moment, don't I? Yeah, you do. I never thought I'd enjoy having someone around. You must be really special. He's so cute. I really, really like his shirt. It's like his jacket. Cardigan. It's so cute. How did you learn to cook? How do you have plumbing in your house? Oh, so you can just ask all the question if you want to. I know it's a silly question, but I can't stop thinking about it. Oh? You were wondering about that? The embarrassed look on my face was probably enough of an answer. Oh. Well, it's nothing fascinating. Yeah, it's what it like. It's impressive, but it's nothing super interesting if you're not building something like that too. It's just rainwater I've got stored above the cabin. Just rainwater? He nodded. I detected a hint of pride as he continued. It's actually a recent installment, believe it or not. Granted, the project took a while, gathering material, figuring out the tools, finding the right instruction manuals. Plus, I had to figure out where to store the water tank. And don't worry, I installed a filtration system so it's safe for us to use. Yeah, because even rainwater has bacteria in it. Because if the water moves, the bacteria can move with it. So yeah, you should boil it and filter it if you're ever in the woods. I mean, at least it's not dirty with mud and stuff, but it's still not completely safe to drink. And don't worry, okay. I check it every few weeks to make sure nothing's contaminated. That sounded daunting, especially considering he lived all the way out here in the woods. You did all that on your own? I kinda had to. Anyway, it took a whole lot of calibrating and adjusting, but it really worked out. And now that I think about it, I'm glad you get to be comfortable here during your stay too. Oh, that's so cute that he's thinking about that. Does that answer your question? Yeah, where'd you learn to do all that? Yeah, actually, I'm guessing he took some books or something. Oh no. I had to figure out a lot of things on my own. There was a faint hint of exhaustion in his eyes. But to answer your question, I go to libraries a lot. It's where I learn about the majority of things. So books. The fact that he even ventured into buildings at all already surprised me. And if I'm real lucky, they have all these neat DIYs and workshop manuals archived for anyone to browse through. It took a while to figure everything out. A really long time, actually. Oh. But hey, I had nothing but time. So what, does he not... Maybe he doesn't age as fast, also? I mean, he seems young, and when you're young, time goes really, really slowly. When you're younger, whatever. And it paid off. I'm considering upgrading the toilet next, but for now the composting setup works fine. Learn about that in an old camping guide. Yeah, that's what I thought. He paused to take a breath, and if he hadn't talked this much in a while. Sorry. He paused to take a breath, as if he hadn't talked this much in a while. Same. I'm rambling, but that's how I did it. Is there anything else you want to ask? No, I'm good. Or, wait, you've been to libraries? Yeah, sure, I mean... Oh, his ears perked up, posture straightening. Oh yeah. I can't tell you enough how much book have helped me. I've made it this far only because I quickly figured out how to read. He had to figure out how to read himself. Well, figure out that I can read. Do you visit often? In my early days, any chance I could get. Nowadays, I stick to my side of the forest, though. Gotta make sure someone don't wander too far off than they're meant to. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I post in my chewing at the teasing lilt in his voice. Hey! I'm joking. Anyways, if you're wondering what I do about this, he gestured toward his face. I just have to make sure everything's covered. You'd be surprised how little people pay attention to me when I button up just right. Do people not give you trouble? He shrugged nonchalantly. Small town libraries are usually so empty from my experience, and people just mind their own business there. I guess that's true. I can remember the last time I visited a library. I guess libraries would be Michael's equivalent to the World Wide Web. Yeah. Sure. I should introduce him to the internet sometime. I mean, when I go into the woods, a lot of times I still have service, so he could probably get a phone. Actually, maybe not. Not without parental controls. What? Why? He's not a kid. Finally satisfied, I nodded and went back to eating my food. How'd you learn to cook? Cottage pie is a pretty complicated recipe. I just wondered if anyone taught you how to cook. I'd be lucky if someone could teach me how to make boiled eggs, Firefly. But it was trial and error mostly. My early endeavors were, pretty much inedible. I picked up a thing or two about cooking though, so your taste buds aren't gonna fall victim to any nasty creation like in my early days at least. I'm glad of that. Speaking of, did you enjoy dinner last night? Oh yeah, for sure. Of course I did. You're a real good cook, Michael. I'm glad. It probably wasn't obvious, but I'm really happy I get to cook for you. He's adorable. I don't get guests often in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, no, I can't tell. I should ask you to cook for me every day then. Oh, he looks so happy about that. He grinned at my joke, looking pleased. I'd be happy to. I chuckled as I took another bite. So what's your favorite thing to cook? He lit up at the question. Fried mushroom. Well, I didn't think he would say that. So sorry. It is the weekend, man. Oh my god. Fried mushroom? Yeah. There's plenty to find and it's easy to make. I do remember finding a patch of mushroom yesterday. Oh. They smell pretty funky though. You remember that? Huh? What was that? Nothing. Hey! I did hear it though. Anyway, mushrooms were the only thing I had for a while before figuring out I could eat other stuff like roots and veggies. Do you forage all your ingredients? Mostly. The time I figured out how to catch fish and hunt games were the best of my life. I'll tell you that. Okay, yeah, I figured the sentence now. Sorry. The first taste of meat. He did an awkward version of a chef's kiss as if mimicking something he saw on television once. Mamma mia. Oh, he's trying to say Mamma mia. Mamma mia. That's great. We're keeping that. Was it trying to say Mamma mia? He continued before I could even dwell on it for a second longer. But nothing beats what you humans are able to make. You guys go nuts with ingredients. Rice was a challenge. It's a precious ingredient since I have to actually get some from a store, but once I figured out how to make it nice and fluffy, I consider it a special treat. I can show you, I'm really good at making rice. I did a double take. You go to the store? Yeah. Where else would I get it? I thought you would grow it yourself or something. Man, for real, rice is really hard to grow if you don't have a lot of water. And even then, like to get a lot of it. He laughed, and as I flushed in embarrassment. It's flattering you think I'm even capable of something that impressive, but no. There's only so much the forest can provide. Yeah. But what about money? We're talking about human currency, right? Otherwise, how would you even... Do you actually have a job? A thought occurred to me. Or did you steal it? I wouldn't mind. Seriously, he's alone in the woods and everybody treats him like a monster, so steal that rice. I really don't care. He almost looked offended. Do you take me for a criminal? I don't care. I don't mind. Just steal that damn rice. It's fine. No. But that would mean, then, how? Michael bit into his toes, his two eyes winking in mischief. I have my ways, Firefly. What are those ways? What's that supposed to mean exactly? I'm starting to know a lot more about Michael. He didn't directly say it, but it felt like he was lonelier than he was letting on. Not to mention how he managed to make a home for himself, all on his own. I had to wonder if he had anyone at all. I don't think he does. Do you have any family around? Family? His expression turned solemn for a moment before he looked sheepish. Remind me how that works again. Oh. I get the concept based on some books I've read. I don't have what you call parents, if that's what you're asking. So what, is he like a mushroom spirit? Like a forest spirit came out of mushrooms or something like that? My mouth dropped open in shock. No parents? He shrugged and took another bite of toast. Not that I recall. Then, why it switched so fast? What's that like, living with so many people like you in such a close proximity? Huh? That's how it works, right? You and other human living together, living in one house? And you have this, dinner thing that makes you relate to the rest? That dinner thing that makes you relate to the rest? Ah! DNA. Is that it? Is that what it means? That's what makes a family, right? Yeah. Was he talking about DNA? His definition threw me off, but I had to answer somehow. Not just that. Family is... Oh, okay, I have a choice here. Let's save again. People you're related to, like your mom, your dad, your sibling, your relative. I don't think that's the thing. If he doesn't understand what a family is, he doesn't understand what a mom, dad, and siblings are. People that you love and care about, who love and care about you too. Yeah, but that's not just family though. Actually, I guess they are just people you live in close proximity to, whether by choice or not. Okay, this one is kind of sad, but it's true. But that's also roommates. So in the end, the one that's closer to what a family is, I don't know which one to choose. People you're related to. I guess technically if you want to go you might not know what it is, but... He nodded at my explanation. I couldn't help thinking that he looked somewhat relieved. If that's the case, I definitely don't have family around. As far as relations go, I'm the only one of me there is and ever will be. Oh. That makes you pretty unique, huh? He sounded determined about that fact. So you're not... I assume you're not a family person then. He looked amused at my question. Definitely not. I found that surprising. He seemed like the type, but I guess I couldn't just assume that. Although, he twiddled with his mug. I'm guessing it's like, I don't know. I don't even know that word either. His brow furrows as he stared at it. It does sound nice, knowing you have that undeniable bond with someone. Something to link you with others just underneath the surface. That kind of relationship that makes it unique and precious, wouldn't it? He looked at me then, his eyes almost full of longing. But some things just aren't meant for me. What do you mean? I have a hair in my ear. He smiled, shrugging. Nothing you have to worry about, Firefly. I love it so much when he calls that. It's so cute. What a strange man. To be fair, everyone's definition of a family could be different. I'm just gonna put the sound a little bit. Does it work? Ah! What about you? What's your definition of a family? Michael looked surprised I asked him that question. I don't know. I've never had one, and I think your answer just confused me more. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, if you ever figure it out, let me know. Michael stared at the remaining crumbs on his plate before he nodded, avoiding my gaze. Sure. Oh. We both felt quiet, a lot of a conversation blanketing us in a comfortable silence. All this family talk, it reminded me of the reason why I'm out here in the first place. To look for my beloved cat. Don't like cats. My beloved dog. A sight I might never be able to see again. I couldn't help the sinking feeling in my chest, the growing pit in my stomach. I wish I was able to find Boris. You would have loved him. Michael opened his mouth to say something, but changed his mind. My voice wobbled as a lump formed in my throat. It's the nut from earlier. Wait, that doesn't sound like I think it does. Anyway, an actual nut. Sorry. I just miss him so much. I keep thinking if I just went looking for him sooner, maybe I would have been able to find him by now. He was quick to speak up. You did your best, Firefly. No one else could have gone to the length that you did. You almost risked getting yourself... Oh. Killed? You can't say it. I'm well aware of it. I'm sure wherever he is, he's doing okay. You really think so? I know so. He's so cute. His voice was laced with a confident assurance, despite the worried look on his face. I nodded with a quiet sniff. I hope so. He's just important to me is all. Michael looked like he wanted to reach across the table for me, but sighed instead. Actually, I'm sorry, Alice. I should tell you. What? Maybe I do have family, now that I think about it. What? You just remember that out of the blue. That was the surprise I mentioned before. What? Wait, really? He nodded. Are you done? I could take you to meet them right now. Okay, well that's out of the blue for sure. I looked down my plate. During the conversation, I didn't even realize I'd finished the meal. Yeah, I'm done. His movements were quick, stacking our empty plates and mugs and setting them on the sink. He grasped my hand before I could say another word, pulling me and heading outside with me in tow. You know what? I'm just gonna take like a quick break just before we see that nice surprise, and then I'm gonna come back. I just want to go get some water and stuff. So I'll be back in a second. All right. Okay. Let's continue and see what our surprise is. Wow. Actually, I went and got some tea because he was talking to me about tea so much. I just got some. Oh, it smells really good. It's David's tea, oolong maple, I think. Because of course, I mean, I'm freaking Canadian. What else do you expect? So yeah, I got that. Still got my Red Bull though. I haven't even finished it. And that's good. So let's go see what our surprise is. I'm so excited for that actually. He grasped my hand before I could say another word, pulling me up and heading outside with me in tow. As the door swung open, I could only see forest ahead before he tugged me along as he rounded the side of the cabin. I knew he had a garden. It's such a cool garden. I wish I would have a garden like that. I swear, next summer, that's my... What is the word? At the beginning of the new year, what do you call that? I keep losing my words. I hate that. Resolution. That's a resolution. My New Year's resolution is actually making a garden, a real vegetable garden. I've always wanted to do that, and I never took the time to do it. Yeah, resolution, thank you. Immersion! That's the other word. I knew it would just come back to me out of the blue. Immersion. That's the word I was looking for before when I said I feel like that game gives you like a really nice immersion. I know I'm breaking the immersion constantly right now, but it's okay. If you want to feel like you're actually playing the game and you're being immersed in it, just play it on your own. But yeah, it's, just right now, I mean, as long as I don't click anywhere, you just hear you hear footsteps. And I don't know, I feel like all those little noise, those little details like that makes that game really immersive, and I really like it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the full release. Almost immediately, my peripherals were assaulted with green on both sides. I figured he was the type to grow his own vegetable, but to see it in person as confirmation was a whole different thing. With Michael leading the way, I only had a moment to take in the surrounding garden. He had marked the different plot with messy drawings and small wooden sign jutting out of the dirt. Yeah, you can see them. It's so cute, like little carrots. I'm not sure what this is. I guess they're peppers. I have no idea what this is. It's purple, so eggplant. And I don't know what this is either. Carrots, lettuce, potatoes, trellis of tomatoes and beans. I wouldn't have been able to differentiate one plant to another without the signs. Even the chamomile from our tea just now grew abundant close by, the small buds swaying gently. Oh, maybe that's it, that's chamomile. I bumped into Michael as he suddenly stopped, the man looking over his shoulder to beam at me. We reached what looked like a fenced-off area with a bit of netting stretched all around. He stepped aside, watching me as my eyes widened. Chickies! I knew they would be chickens because he had eggs. I love chickens so much. I used to have so many chickens, and I don't anymore, and I want more. I love chickens. Okay, I'm too excited about this drawing. It's insane. 3 fat, happy little hens strutted about like they own the place. Yeah. As he entered through the gate, the hen stormed over in an instant at Michael's feet, circling him and pecking at his boots. I'd be so happy. I mean, you want to impress me, just show me chickens. That's it. That's why I love Shane in Stardew Valley. I mean, I like Shane, but he loves chicken. He's a chicken guy. I'm a chicken lady. Ladies, meet Alice. Alice, there are Mawar, Sansuyu, and Primrose. Sorry, Mawar. Oh, I get it. It's like noir, but with a M and changing the way it's written to Moir. Or, as I like to call them, Moir, Sunny, and Rosie. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, he looks so happy. His chickens. The chicken's so cute and fat and happy. I'm so happy. It's the best surprise. He ducked to pick one up, fluffing up her feathers as he smiled. He gently scratched the hen's little head, which I assume was Rosie. Yeah, I'm guessing. She practically melted at his pampering, eyes sliding shut. Oh, at least you know he's not completely alone, because chickens are the best pet. They're almost as intelligent as cats. I mean, they could actually be house pets, but their poop smells really bad. Then again, I mean, cat poop also smells really bad, so I'd choose chicken over cats any day, but the other two flapped their wings in a huff and went about their business once more. Michael leaned closer, beckoning me to pet Rosie. She was so soft. Yes, chickens are really, really soft. Especially when they have like those big fluffy butts. Like fluffy, like feather fluffs. It's so cute. Rosie's the oldest. She doesn't lay eggs anymore, but I couldn't bring myself to, yeah, me neither. I used to just keep mine. I didn't mind if they laid. I would get more so that I would have eggs, but I'm not cutting them. No, not laying chicken. If you get chicken for the meat, you have to. It's really not good to keep them alive too long, because they are bred to grow very, very fast, and they gain a lot of weight really, really fast, and their bones and their joints can't sustain that weight, and they're bred that they are usually after only like 13 to 15 weeks, and even 15 is pushing it a little bit, and so they don't really stop growing, they don't really stop gaining weight, and they really don't move a lot. That's why even if you try, I used to have some with me. I used to not breed some, but I would get them as chickies, like little chicks, and I thought, you know what, it's fine if I bring them outside every day, and I let them play with my other chickens, my laying chickens, and chickens that were rescued and stuff. I had a lot of them. They would run around, they would build muscle, but no, they don't. Even with the door wide open, they just stay right next to the food and water. So to try and make them move a little bit, I would put the food at one end of the enclosure and the water at the other, and they would just do it. But that's about it. It was so sad. I was not a fan of meat chicken, but then again, I would give them the best life they could have, but it's not great. I like wilder species of chicken better. Anyway, on that weird little tangent, let's go back to the game and the cute little egg-laying chicken. Oh, she opened her eyes. So I brought her some friend. It's Mar. Oh. Maybe I misread that. Sorry. Mar came first. Sunny's a more recent addition. Oh, I think it's his nickname for her is Marmar. What do you think? Do we make a good family? You do make a good family. I laughed and nodded, watching as Rosie nuzzled into Michael's chest. I didn't expect chickens of all things. Were you expecting something else? I was expecting it to be someone else. I like chicken better. Oh. No. When you look like me, people generally don't stick around. Honey, there's that negative self-talk again. You don't even look that bad. You don't even look bad at all, man. You look great. His eyes flickered to mine, a look of pleasant surprise crossing his face. You really think so? Yeah, I do. You can't be that naive, Firefly. I mean it. He let out a polite scoff as he scratched Rosie's head absently. You genuinely believe people would run away at the sight of me? Yeah, okay, other people may be, but definitely not me. I've seen weirder. Well, I didn't. His smile turned smogged. The corner of his lips lifted just a bit. Of course you didn't. Because you couldn't. It's right now. Shoot. He wasn't wrong. I was pretty much paralyzed in his bed when we first met. But I still don't think you look that bad. Is that so? Describe me then. What? You heard me. Look at me and describe what you see. I see a really cute little boy with a fluffy chicken in his arm. That's all I see. I really like the mushroom tail. Again, huge mushroom nerd, so of course I'm gonna love a mushroom tail. For a second I thought he was being condescending, but looking at his eyes, all I could see was a bit of playfulness. He looked at me expectantly, eyes shining. You're tall? Go on. You have blonde hair? He gave an amused squint, his left ear twitching. What else? You have green skin and a tail? He chuckled, though there was no malice in it. But that's not all, is it? He definitely expected me to say it straight. Ah, fine. So you don't look human. So what? He hummed absently. As I was saying, animals generally don't care if you look like a monster. Oh, maybe. My heart twisted at his words. It's been twisting from the beginning. It makes me so sad that he thinks like that. But I understand why. Like, it's not his fault. It makes me so sad that the world made him think like that. His passive nonchalance somehow makes it even worse. Yeah, 'cause he's so used to it. Michael? You're not... A tug at my shoelace caught my attention. Ah! She's so cute! I want a chicken so bad. I love chickens so bad. I used to have like a bunch of little chicks and I would just sit in the hay with them. They would just come, and when they were tired a little bit, they would just snuggle. Like I would sight like a cross-legged, I think that's how we say it, and they would just all sit in the middle, and I would put my hands on top of them because they're used to usually they would go under their moms, and I would just put my hands on top of them, and they would just all snuggle up underneath my hands. It's the freaking cutest thing. A little brown hen stood at my feet, her beady eyes shining. Sunny flapped her wings almost expectantly. Aw, I think she likes you. Go ahead, pick her up, gently, like how I did with Rosie. I hesitantly but slowly lowered myself to cup Sunny with by her wings. Lifting her up, she was quick to nestle herself until she was comfortably tucked under my arm. I miss my chickens. I could feel her wings wiggling as she nestled onto my side. So cute. Michael's gaze softened as I cooed at the chicken, mimicking her small clucks. So, did it help? Cheering you up, I mean. He did that to cheer us up. That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh, that's what this was. A fuzzy feeling bloomed in my chest as he looked at me, chicken in his arms and concern on his face. A little bit, yeah. A lot. It cheered me up a lot, actually. I mean, I wasn't sad for real, but still. Chicken would work anytime. For anything. A little bit, yeah. Only a little? I snickered, rolling my eyes. Okay, mister, a lot. That's more like it. His proud grin was infectious. I couldn't help smiling back. We spent a bit more time with the hens, petting them until they were satisfied. Michael even showed me the spot where they like to have their dust bath. Little chicken-shaped hole scattered around in the dry soil underneath the coop. Yeah, they usually go underneath the coop because it's cooler. So especially in the summer, if it's too hot, they're gonna take a dust bath where there's a lot of shadows. When the gal had enough of us, we refilled the water container before leaving. He left them some treats, procuring them straight out of his pocket before shutting the gate. The girls' excited chatter over the food faded as we made our way back inside the cabin. I sat by his bed as he crouched down by the fireplace. From the window, I could see the sun outside was getting higher. It might be closer to the afternoon now. I don't want to leave, though. I want to stay there with the chickens and the garden. And Michael. Hey, Michael. He looked up at me from where he was stoking the fire. I rubbed my arms, unsure where to place my gaze. I think it's a good time for me to go now. My expression fell, but I caught myself quickly. He's done his best to cheer me up. It'd be inconsiderate towards him to leave in a bad mood. I might have to accept that I'll never see Boris again. I think it's better if I focus on moving on. He was quiet for a moment, hands on his pocket. If you say so. But you don't have to leave just yet. We've still got plenty of daylight left, and there's some place I want to show you. Won't you come with me? I had to decide. Yeah. Wah! What? I couldn't choose anything. I promise I'll take you home right after. So clearly I couldn't decide. I was gonna say yes, but I want to be able to say no if I want to. He took another step towards me. Please, Firefly. I didn't want to say it, but he looked desperate. Okay. I'll go with you. Oh, the joy on his face was shining bright as a billboard. Great! Let me get our stuff. It makes me happy that it's making him so happy, but I wish he would stop trying to, control my decisions. Oh yeah, that tastes good. He disappeared into the kitchen, returning with my backpack in one hand and a satchel in the other. He passed it to me as he walked by towards the front door. Ugh, I almost forgot I had this. Rifling through my bag, I found cat treats, Boris's color, a broken compass, and my phone! Ah, there it is. The battery was dead though. Oh. Well, that's not great. Still, that's one less thing to worry about. I checked through my bag once more, finding an empty water bottle. I frowned, distinctly remembering I forgot to pack water for my trip. Wait. I was pretty sure we did pack water though. I mean, we packed snack. It would be kind of ridiculous that we packed something to eat, but not something to drink when we're going into the woods. And we're not even used to it, so we don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know. Sorry. It feels like maybe that's not a real memory. Or at least Michael told me I did. See? That's what I mean. Didn't I? You ready? Oh my god! What are you doing with that? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really cool. It's just that's dangerous. I looked up at Michael, startling when I spotted the large crossbow in his hand. He followed my gaze and shrugged, albeit with a nervous smile, like he'd been caught doing something he shouldn't be. He quickly strapped the weapon to his back and out of sight. I mean, I love that kind of weapon. It's really, really cool. But when we're going hunting, not like, hey, I want to show you a cool spot in the woods. Here's my crossbow. That's not... no. No. Don't worry, I'm not gonna use it unless necessary. On me, I just don't want you to use it on me. That's all. Please. I would hope not. Yeah. He chuckled in my indignant tone. You think I'm gonna let you out into the woods without guaranteeing your safety? Mm-hmm. Sure, it's for my safety. I made a promise to get you home, so this is just an extra precaution. I don't think it's a bit much. Just a little bit. Better safe than sorry, Firefly. Oh my god, it just sounded so Canadian, but I mean, I am Canadian, but I speak French. I don't speak English. I don't know why I said sorry like that. It's in the water, you guys. As soon as you're Canadian, you drink the water here, you start saying sorry. I don't know why it just came out like that. Better safe than sorry, Firefly. He did have a point. If anyone knew these woods and the kind of danger it held, it'd be Michael. Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on that, though. I glanced over him again, noticing he's changed his oversized cardigan for something more outdoor appropriate. Yeah, his coat is really nice. I really like his clothes. Honestly, like, he has really good taste. For someone that has no access to the internet, he has really good taste. His eyes struck mine, his shoulders stiffening as a tint spread across his face. So, shall we? He opened the door and waved me out. I stepped outside to glance around his front yard. The landscape wasn't anything special. It was actually left quite plain, just thick with trees and foliage. Only path of dirt and flattened grass clued me in the routes Michael would use as he comes and goes, webbing in all directions, trailing to the front floor. The front door. Yeah, sorry. Just... Come to think of it, anyone passing through would be able to spot Michael's house if they squinted through the trees carefully enough. I guess he was right that nobody's walked through this area in years. Yeah. Sorry, I hate it when my lips are dry. Especially if I'm talking a lot. I heard a lock turn before Michael joined me by my side. He smiled wide before tipping his head in a direction, making sure I was behind him before he started walking. I was hesitant, but followed suit. Honestly, he's been really sweet so far, but I'm not a fan of that crossbow. Really, I get it. Maybe there are animals and stuff, but I mean, he's really sweet, and his chicken love him, so that's a good sign. It was quiet as we traveled, save for the sound of nature calling out around us. The weather was bright and warm, the sun casting pretty rays through the gaps in the trees. I had to admit, enjoyable as it was, the bird calls and rustling of the leaf as we walked somehow brought bad memories. Yesterday was miserable. I was lost, tired, and hungry. There was a chance I wasn't gonna make it out alive. I watched Michael's back as he led the way, the men barely paying any mind to his surroundings. His ears would occasionally flick back in my direction, but overall he seemed confident on where to go. Having Michael as my guide home was definitely a great assurance. It made me even more grateful he'd found me where he did. I sighed and shook off the negative feelings, keeping pace while appreciating the fresh air. I stepped up next to my companion, willing my voice to speak after plenty of silence. Yeah. This is actually kind of nice. Huh? A good old nature walk where I'm not getting lost. I coughed into my fist, feeling embarrassed. I don't go outside as often as I should. Michael smiled kindly. I'm glad I get to bring you then. Yeah, feels different when you know where you're going. Actually, where are we going? He sensed my nervousness and laughed. Yeah. Don't worry. We're almost there. I looked up and sighed before he even pointed it out. Flowers! A clearing in the distance, the trees growing strangely sparse in that area. I had my breath as I noticed the grass slowly started to dot with flowers, delicate blooms swaying here and there in the breeze. As we got closer, Michael watched me as my mouth dropped open, a knowing twinkle in his eyes. He knows it's gonna be so pretty. It was breathtaking. With a little butterfly too. A secluded little meadow of flowers, lit up by beams of light, making the scenery resemble a page from a forgotten fairy tale. Butterflies flitted about in pairs, their wings flickering and complementing the surreal yet enchanting ambiance of the whole place. Michael let me gawk some more before walking ahead, turning to face me before sitting down to relax on the grass. It looks so pretty. He slipped off his satchel and laid on the grass by his side along with his crossbow. Well, at least now he's gonna use it on me now. I blinked out of my stupor and approached him, spinning around to drink everything in before popping myself down next to him. So, what do you think? Pretty, isn't it? Aww, he's so adorable. Okay, I'm not scared about the crossbow anymore. Better not use that crossbow on me, I swear to God. I'm coming back to haunt you. I nodded dumbly before finally glancing to face him, the man's gaze on me softening as our eyes met. Oh my God, this is so cute. A butterfly approaching us rapidly, making me flinch on instinct. Oh, See, yeah, no, okay. If even bugs like him, I'm not scared anymore. It landed on his fingers as he held it out, its wing flapping gently. He smiled at the dainty creature, a fond look in his eyes before he held it out towards me. Do you like butterflies, Alice? Do you? Okay, I need to save still though. I love butterfly. I think they're okay. I'm scared of them actually. Yeah. I don't think, yeah, that's not great. I love butterflies. I mean, they don't live very long. They're really pretty. I do. I think they're so pretty. This is amazing, Michael. His usual prideful smirk was absent, replaced instead by with a shy smile. I'm glad you like it. The sun was at its peak now, the air getting warmer as minutes passed. The leafy canopy over us provided enough cover for us to not overheat. Michael picked the flowers with his other hand and placed it on my palm, his tail looping loosely around us both as my cheeks darkened. Uh, this is really, really romantic, though, I have to admit. It's really cute. He closed his eyes and leaned back further, the butterfly still resting on his hand. What's that sound? What is that? Yeah, okay, it's in the game. I'm not crazy. My ears got a soft rumbling before I realized it was coming from his direction. I almost wanted to ask, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. My gaze dropped as I twirled the flower in my hand, holding the stem delicately. Is he... what's the word with when the cats do, they... How do you say that again? In French it's ronronner. What's that word? Purring. Is he purring? Is he our cat? 'Cause that would be really weird. No, I mean, he said his name was Michael. He would have said his name was Boris if he was our cat. That's so weird. I hope he's not our cat, though, 'cause that would be weird. Like, it's always my fear that one of my animals would actually be human in disguise, and then I remember that I do see them licking everything all the time and digging in garbages, so I'm like, you know what, we're even. But yeah, it would be really weird if they were to transform into something like that. Anyway, the gesture felt platonic, but also romantic. Yeah, I'd say more romantic than platonic, though. I wonder if Michael was even interested in relationships. He did say he was not into families. Maybe it's just because he doesn't know what it is. He'd been alone most of his life. He'd probably get tired of my presence sooner or later. Before I could contemplate further, the butterfly on Michael's finger took off, my gaze trailing after it as it left the sunlight and flew away in the woods. Which reminds me, Michael? Don't get me wrong, this place is stunning. But is it okay if we go now? He's straight. Oh no, he stopped purring. He's not happy. He straightened from his relaxed slouch. Why? We just got here. I chewed on my lip, hesitating. I love it here, I do. But I want to go home, Michael. Michael studied my face. Alice. There's something. I feel like we can't leave. I don't think it's his fault if we can't leave, but I'm not sure about that. Do you want to leave me there? But no, that's not it. What? No. I need time to recover from losing Boris. I knew it's silly and dramatic, but knowing he won't be there when I get home. I trailed off, another shot of guilt and regret filling my chest. I just need to get it done with. I feel a hand rubbing my back. Michael nodded slowly, looking me in the eyes. His smile was gentle. That's okay. I understand. But maybe this place can help with that. Stop making me choose things! It's a nice spot to nap in, isn't it? Yeah, and last time I thought that, I almost died. So I don't think that's a good thing. I picked it out just for you. Why don't you go ahead and lie down? You better not. His word made you sway. A sudden bout of sleepiness weighing heavy on your eyelids. He was right. It is a nice spot to nap in, dang it. Why were you in such a hurry? You yawned, laying back to stretch on the grass. The warmth from the ground seeped through your clothing, lulling you into a sense of comfort and safety. There you go. Just spend some time with me. He is in my head! I don't like that. I would come back. Just a bit more. Please. Oh, I get it though, he's lonely. It's the first time he's ever gotten someone with him that actually liked him too. I don't think he knows that he can just trust me that I will come back. But I would. Do you really think I would have a friend that cool and then not just come back to see him every freaking day? I'd probably just ask him if he want me to move in his house and forget about everything else. But we need a dog. I want a dog. Oh, here's something else I could show you. He reached into his satchel. More food! He pulled out a wooden box. It's called a kalimba. It's even better, it's music! I do have one, actually. I have a kalimba. I never really took time to play with it, but I do have one. I blinked slowly, clarity coming back as I shook my head to pay attention. The box fit neatly in his hand, Michael holding it as if he were typing on a phone. Yeah, because you hold it like that. Like, and you play with your thumbs on the little metal thing. It's really nice. It sounds really, really great. I could see it had holes in the middle with thin strips of metals arranged in a triangular shape over it. What does it do? A proud smirk sprayed across his face. I'll show you. Oh. It's so cute. He began to pluck the metallic prongs, a gentle ringing sound resonating with every flick of his thumbs. I couldn't recognize the song. He might have made it up himself. I closed my eyes, enjoying the tune. Michael gave a soft chuckle as he kept playing. Relax and listen as long as you like, Firefly. It's so cute. A few minutes passed by with Michael plucking away at the instrument, the two of us sunbathing like two cats on a Sunday afternoon. I must have dozed as the next thing I knew, I felt a nudge on my shoulder. Comfy? I stand by that reading. He chuckled low when I refused to open my eyes. I mean, if you'd rather stay. My eyes shut open, my whole body jerking to sit up. Are those forget-me-nots? They look like forget-me-nots. They're such pretty flowers. We have a lot of them here in this late spring, early summer. Michael glanced at me, kalimba in his laps, and half a forget-me-not chain in his hand. I didn't read it before. Do I know my flowers? Yes or no? What? I shook my hand, slapping on my cheeks. I can't believe I fell asleep. It's alright. He cut me off. His sign was heavy. sigh was heavy. I was hoping... Never mind. He patted my shoulder, though his smile didn't reach his eyes. Thanks for being here with me. I wish I could stay. I wish I could just stay. For like many, many, many days. Maybe we can do this again sometimes. If I ever see you again. You will. I mean, if I can. If I physically can see you again, of course I'm gonna come back. This has been so great. Let's get you home. I rolled over to his feet and stood up, brushing off dirt and fixing his satchel. He rolled over, sorry. Come on. We gathered our thing and set off into the unknown once more. Well, unknown to me at least. Michael seemed to have a map of this place ingrained in his brain. He seemed a bit sleepy still, so let's freshen up, okay? We walked a bit further away from the clearing, coming across a river. Compared to the rest of the path we walked, the area was shaded considerably with a thick canopy of leaves over us. The flowing water looked inviting as I kneeled down by the bank, Michael idling close by. I dipped my hand in, eager to wash my face. The water was refreshing and cooled my heated skin in the afternoon sun. Oh. I pulled my hand back to see Michael peering over my shoulder into my reflection, smiling with a faraway look on his face. He startled as our gaze met, irises darting away to look at himself instead. Immediately his expressions changed. Oh, honey. His ears flattened, a grimace twisting his features as his lip curled back. I'd never seen such content in his eyes. See, that's the word. Content. There's a P. I'd never see such content in his eyes as I did then, staring at his own visage. Visage? I don't know how to say that word in English. We have the same one in French. We say visage. He stepped away, retreating underneath the cover of a tree to lean against it with crossed arms. He doesn't notice me watching. I patted my hand dry on my shirt and approached him. You ready? Yeah. I stopped him before he could turn to leave. He looked at me with questioning look, tipping his head. I hesitated. I wasn't the type to speak my mind directly. I am actually. I can't lie too. Most of the time I'd keep things to myself and let things go by. But nobody should look at themselves and have that sort of reaction. I agree. Hey, you know you're not, I might as well be frank. You're not a monster, Michael. And hopefully you're not my cat, either. He looked taken aback. What makes you say that? I saw how you were looking at yourself. How you talk about yourself. None of it is true. I keep telling you, you're more than just your appearance. And your appearance is really cute, man. I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I did it anyway. I reached for his hand and held them between us. His eyes widened at the contact. Oh, he's blushing again. Horrible. All it took was a day with you, and truthfully, I think you're the most amazing person I've ever met. He made a choking noise. I'm just some old nobody compared to you. That's not... Shut up and listen. Okay, let's go that route. Shut up and listen. He promptly shut his mouth with an audible click of his teeth. From where I stand, you saved my life. He did. Probably. You've taken care of me better than I could ever ask for from a stranger. That already proves to me you're not the monster you think you are. You're charming, you're smart, you're sweet. He is. He's thoughtful as well. You're a million more wonderful things, but you're not a monster. I take a second to compose myself, lowering my voice. You may look different, Michael, but guess what? His multiple eyes stared into mine, ears flattening as if fearing the worst. That makes you all the more beautiful to me. His breath itched. I could feel his hand squeezing mine, fingers trembling. He's so cute. This is better than a hug. It was like he forgot how to breathe. Michael? I realized my hands were getting sweaty. I pulled away hastily, scratching at my neck and avoiding his gaze. I could feel the blood rush to my face. Yeah, that was something. I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I would feel a little bit embarrassed from being so blunt. I could dunk my whole head in the river and it probably let off steam. So sorry that came out of nowhere. It just didn't feel right if I didn't say anything. I hope you understand. An awkward silence passed between the two of us. Anyways. I caught him mumbling under his breath. I can't let you leave. Hey! I thought we had a moment here. What? I said, you can't leave. I mean, not without your cat, right? Okay? I frowned. I've already tried, Michael. Like he said, it was stupid for me to just wander off in the woods, as if I'd find him through dumb luck. He paused, his fist clenching. But I haven't. Huh? I haven't tried. I know these woods better than anyone. I could try looking for him. But that means you can't leave yet. I will come back though. You don't have to be afraid of that. Michael, I appreciate the offer, but I don't think I should stick around any longer. I mean, it's the way it's said. It sounds like I'm never gonna come back, but I will. I just want to go home a little bit, and I will come back to see you after. I have a job and responsibilities and you hissed in pain. Hey! That's not cool. A sudden migraine overcoming your senses. You felt sick, your stomach wriggling itself into knots. It felt like the world was warping around you as your legs wobbled. Your body buckled over as you resisted the urge to vomit. Oh boy, this is not good. This is not good. See, I like you so much, but you can't do that. Michael caught you as you slumped gracelessly to the floor, your head resting on his shoulder as he cradled you close. Hey, you don't look so good. Yeah, I wonder whose fault that is. Your vision doubled as he spoke. His speech oozing together words into an indecipherable mess. Are you okay? You need me to carry you home? Yeah! Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Just yes, please. I'm gonna choose actually the first one. It's the less. Okay. Just, yeah. I wonder if it changes anything. I don't think so. Okay. No problem. Just hang in there. Hang on to me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. If I could just one more day with you, I'd be the happiest man alive. Here we are. Let's get you tucked in. I should give you some clothes. Especially since you'll be staying another night. Yeah, honestly, I would have wanted to go back just at least to get some clothes. You're okay with that, aren't you? What do you mean? Okay with what? Wait, are you gonna... You don't change me, though. Like, you can give me new clothes, but more updates coming in the future. Tell me what you think of the game. Any support feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making that game. Oh my god, that game is so great. I do wonder, like, the other path. You know what? I want to try something. I just want to try. If I say I find it hot, what he says. I don't know if it'll change a lot, but I want to try. I just want to just to see. Let me check something out quickly. Hot? You're not referring to temperature, are you? No, I am not. Oh my god. Oh, you look confused but seem embarrassed anyway. My point is, your appearance shouldn't matter. You've been nothing but kind to me so far. I'd be the worst kind of person to judge someone based on how they look. I haven't known you for that long, but you seem like a good person. You're fine, Michael. I smile at him. We're fine. I think the rest is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Can I go back to... Nope, that's not... Okay, I just save and then I can go back to the menu. Well, I think that's gonna be it for that game. It was something. It was the first time I had to, like, say all the lines. So sorry for my scattered reading. I mean, it's still my second language, and I don't speak it, like, all the time. I say a few sentences here and there, but I need to get used to it a little bit more. But I'm definitely gonna do more games like this, and I can't wait for the full release. Seriously, it's a really cute game. The artwork is amazing. I love Michael's look so much, and his clothes. I really like his clothes, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens next. And I do understand his reasoning. I get it. I mean, what would you do if you found the one person that actually liked you for who you were instead of just being mean to you? You wouldn't want them to leave, right? So it's not okay. It isn't. But I don't think it's malicious or evil or anything. I'm really excited for the rest. So anyway, I think I'm gonna finish that here for today, and thank you to whoever is watching. Probably more in the future because there's not many people now, but that's okay. But if there's anyone watching this in the future, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you like the little game and the weird voice that I try to make. So have a great rest of the day, everyone, and have a great beginning of the week. So bye.